It's Lewis Hamilton, champion of the world!
How does a driver win a record-equaling 7 world championships? It's a question that goes far beyond simply having the fastest car. In the case of Lewis Hamilton, his era of dominance was built on a foundation of specific measurable skills, a unique driving style forged in his childhood karting days, and a technical mastery that allowed him to achieve what other drivers, even in the same machinery, could not. This is an analysis of how Hamilton's signature late braking and his unparalleled ability to manage his tires were the very weapons that powered his ascent. We'll explore how these skills made him a phenomenon, fueled one of F1's greatest rivalries, and ultimately explain why, when the rules of the sport were rewritten, his period of near invincibility came to a close. Before the 7 titles and the record books, there was a rookie season that sent a shockwave through the paddock. After being signed to McLaren's prestigious young driver program at just 13 years old and winning the GP2 feeder series in his debut season, Lewis Hamilton arrived in Formula 1 in 2007 not just to learn, but to compete. His teammate was none other than Fernando Alonso, the reigning 2-time world champion. Yet, Hamilton was unfazed. He finished on the podium in his first 9 consecutive races and claimed his maiden victory at the Canadian Grand Prix. It was a stunning debut that saw him miss out on the world title by a single agonizing point. He had proven he belonged among the elite, but proving you belong and becoming a champion are 2 different things, and the ultimate prize was still 1 step away. After the heartbreak of 2007, redemption came swiftly. In 2008, in a dramatic final lap conclusion in Brazil, Hamilton secured his first Formula 1 World Championship, becoming the youngest driver at the time to do so. It seemed to be the start of a dynasty, but it wasn't. What followed was a period that would test his resolve. From 2009 through 2012, while Hamilton's talent was undeniable, the McLaren car was no longer a consistent frontrunner. He was still driving brilliantly, but the machinery was, as the transcript notes, consistently off. This long plateau, a stretch of 4 years without a title fight, prompted a career-defining gamble that many in the sport viewed as a colossal mistake. In September 2012, Hamilton made a shocking announcement. He was leaving the powerhouse McLaren team to join Mercedes for the 2013 season. At the time, Mercedes was a team still finding its footing, not yet a championship contender. The move was a leap of faith, but Hamilton and the team saw a bold, long-term vision. That first year was a period of adjustment and integration. There were learning moments, like mistakenly pulling into his old McLaren pit box during a race, but there were also flashes of what was to come, most notably a commanding victory at the Hungarian Grand Prix. That single season of groundwork proved to be invaluable, as it positioned Hamilton and Mercedes perfectly for one of the biggest technical revolutions in the sport's history. So when the Mercedes car became the class of the field in 2014, what was it about Hamilton that made him so consistently unbeatable? The answer lies in 2 core attributes that defined his driving style. The first was his braking technique. He was known as one of the latest and hardest brakers on the grid, a skill he developed as a child. His father would stand by the track and push him to brake meters later than his karting rivals, a practice that became second nature. The second was his sublime mastery of the car's grip and tire management. This went beyond just being smooth. Reports from within Mercedes revealed that Hamilton could operate his car at identical speeds to his teammate while keeping his tire temperatures nearly 5 degrees cooler. This ability to manage the tires to near perfection, delaying degradation, and maintaining peak performance was a decisive advantage. These skills were his secret weapon. But raw talent is only half the battle in Formula 1. To truly dominate, he had to conquer the most challenging rival of all, the one driving the identical car. For 3 seasons, the Mercedes garage became the epicenter of the Formula 1 world, hosting a rivalry between Hamilton and his childhood friend turned foe, Nico Rosberg, that was as brilliant as it was bitter. With their dominant car, the championship was an internal affair. Hamilton's superior racecraft often gave him the edge, leading him to the world title in both 2014 and 2015. But Rosberg, a formidable driver in his own right, knew the car and the team intimately. He goes their Trekket Armis with Mercedes garage. The tension escalated year after year, culminating in the infamous 2016 season. Their on-track battle boiled over when they crashed into each other at the Spanish Grand Prix. The championship fight went down to the final race race in Abu Dhabi where Rosberg, holding a 12-point lead, did just enough to secure his one and only world title. Then, in a move that stunned the motorsport world, he retired just 5 days later, having reached his life's ambition. With his main obstacle now gone, the path was clear for Hamilton to embark on a run of historic proportion. With the highly capable but less adversarial Valtteri Bottas installed as his new teammate, Lewis Hamilton was truly unleashed. From 2017 to 2020, the combination of Hamilton's refined skill and Mercedes' engineering excellence was unstoppable. He clicked off 4 consecutive championships, each one with commanding authority. The run culminated in 2020 at the Turkish Grand Prix, where he secured his 7th world title, a monumental achievement that placed him alongside Michael Schumacher at the summit of the sport. He was, by every measure, the driver of the era. But in the world of Formula One, no dynasty is permanent. The very regulations that enable a team's dominance can also be the instrument of its decline. How did the most successful driver-car combination of the hybrid era suddenly find itself fighting in the midfield? The answer lies in the sweeping regulation changes introduced for the 2021 and 2022 seasons. The FIA, the sport's governing body, implemented a new technical formula designed to reset the competitive order. The car's floors were cut diagonally at the rear, significantly reducing downforce. Rear brake winglets were shortened. Furthermore, Pirelli introduced a new, more durable tire construction. These combined changes created a new puzzle for teams to solve. Mercedes, the masters of the previous era, struggled to interpret the new rules effectively. Meanwhile, rivals Red Bull Racing capitalized, building a car that became the new benchmark. The era of Hamilton's consistent victories, which saw its last win in December 2021, had come to an end. His reign was the result of a perfect storm, a generational talent whose unique driving style was perfectly matched to the engineering marvel created by Mercedes. When the rules changed, that delicate synergy was disrupted, proving that in Formula One, the driver and the machine must be in perfect harmonious alignment to achieve truly legendary status. If you want to see just how intense that battle with Rosberg was, we have a video coming up on that rivalry very soon, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it.